This is the tutorial on how to mix Remodulin. First, you need to gather your supplies. Tray, your mix kit, hand sanitizer, the bag, and a trash can. You also want to wash your hands with soap and water before you get started. And also there's the instruction guide to go along with this. So after you've washed your hands, I'm gonna hand sanitize just because I've been touching things after I wash my hands. You're going to first sanitize your tray. So in your mix kit bag, there are alcohol pads. You're gonna take 2 alcohol pads out. Also want a trash can handy, mine's right down here. And you're going to start in the center and do a circle all the way to the outside of the tray to get it nice and clean. Don't go back over spots that you've already washed. Okay, now that's ready. In the bag, the travel bag, you'll have Remodulin. You're gonna get that out. It should already have a spike in it. If it doesn't, I can tell you how to put that spike in. And in the kit is also the pump. I keep this that says beep on it because we move the sound effects to vibrate while it's in the bag, but we want it to beep while it's on her. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna keep it there because I'm gonna put it on the pump when we're all done on the other pump. So what I'm gonna do is push this button until I get to the menu. And I'm gonna go down to the bottom of the menu screen where it says beep and vibrate and push select. And then I'm going to press up so it says beep, and then I'm going to push back. And now it should beep, okay? So we're just gonna set that aside now that we have it beeping. Hand sanitize. Every time you touch something that's not sanitary, like the pump, you're gonna sanitize your hands. Okay, next we're gonna get into the mix kit bag and get out the cartridge. We're gonna open up the cartridge pack. There's a needle inside. You can throw that away. I have a sharps container for that. Then you're gonna take out the cartridge. You're going to pull the plunger back and forth a few times just to get it loose and ready to go. Okay, you're gonna lay that back into the boat. Going to get out a alcohol wipe, and you're going to wipe the tip of this for 20 seconds or so until you could sing happy birthday, that long. Kind of get in there with my fingernail with the wipe and wipe the blue part. The medicine goes through this, and so we want it to be nice and clean and sterile so that it doesn't contaminate anything. So throw that in the trash. Grab the cartridge. You're gonna stick it on, press it down and twist at the same time so it locks it on there. Then we're gonna turn it upside down and pull the plunger down until we get to the correct dosing line. Each little line is 0.2 milliliters. We don't want any bubbles in here, so you need to flick it if you see any bubbles. Now at the top here, there is a air pocket, so I'm gonna push this up just a smidge until there's no more air pocket there, and then I'm gonna pull it back down to my correct dosing, which right now is 2.4. So it'll be the 2 milliliter line and then 2 little lines. And I know that because of my dosing guide, but I will tell you specifically what it needs to be when she is with you. Okay, now that all of my bubbles are out, actually my bubbles are not out. You kind of have to twist it around and make sure that they're out all the way around. I'm going to push it up just a smidge and then pull it back down to my correct dosing. And then you can twist this off. Set that aside. This little plunger part comes out. You just twist one click to the, let's say clockwise. Okay, so clockwise, and it just will drop out. And then in your little boat thing here, there's a cap that needs to go onto the top. That just keeps, you don't ever want to touch this tip because that is where the medicine goes in and out. So we want to make sure that stays sterile and we don't touch it throughout the whole process. Okay, so put the cap on, lay it back in the boat and set it aside. We're not actually setting it aside for very long. Okay, we're gonna grab the pump. You're gonna unscrew this top, set it aside, and you're going to take the cartridge, drop it down into the pump till it sets in there nicely, and then you're going to twist it one little click, doesn't really click, but one little twist clockwise. Then we're going to, on the menu screen, click the button until it pops up and it says menu down at the bottom. And then we're gonna go down to load. You press select, and then you press select on, the first choice is load. So press select and then press load, and it will start to suck this cartridge down into, it takes a minute to do. You'll know when it's all the way down because it beep. You put this on. And then the next box is fill tubing. So that's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna set that aside, hand sanitize. Throw this away. We're gonna get out the tubing pack. It says Clio on the back. I'm gonna open this up. The parts that are like blue colored, you don't want to touch. So you just want to touch the tubing. Okay. Now, first, before you pull it out of the bag, hold on. Put it back in the bag. You want to take off the little white tip here. And then you're going to take the little teeny tiny blue part without touching the bottom of it. You just touch the little, like, there's little wings on it. Put that on here and then twist it until it is locked in place, till it's tight. Okay, at this point, you can take off the little paper. And then we're going to fill the tubing with the medicine. So this tubing is a little bent weird. See that? I don't know what that's about. Okay, so now I usually do it over my little paper trash. You're gonna press the select, so it's on fill tubing, and you're gonna press select, and you're gonna press start, and it's gonna start to pump the medicine through the tube, and you're gonna watch the little needle that's inside of here. And when it starts to spit out medicine, you're going to push the same button again and it's stop. Okay, mine just started spitting out. That was at 0.18 milliliters. That's about when it stops, or that's when you can stop it. Okay, and then you're gonna press back and then done. This is the point in which Madeline comes to get this attached to her arm. So I'm gonna slide it back into here so that it stays nice and sanitary, and go get her.